Big 12 men's basketball on ESPN. We're in Morgantown, West Virginia. The West Virginia Mountaineers host the Baylor Bears. Both Flo Thamba to jump for Baylor. Jimmy Bell Jr. for West Virginia. And the Mountaineers control the tap. Stevenson, quick trigger off the mark. Offensive rebound comes to Emmett Matthews. Kedrian Johnson is back in the starting lineup. Out of bounds to Thamba. The screen and roll. Thamba blocked at the rim by Jimmy Bell Jr. Here comes West Virginia. Kedrian Johnson back in the starting lineup. Was out on Saturday against KU due to a concussion. He's got the ball out high. Circles into the lane, misses short, and it's one and done for West. Point game against number 8 UCLA on November 20th. That was a career high for Cryer. Cryer has it in the corner for the Bears. Flagler against Stevenson. This will be a matchup to watch all night long. Thamba, 15-footer, barely clips the rim, fighting for his own miss, and it goes back to West Virginia. Takes George into the lane, throws up the half hook, and it's boarded by Ojonwuna, the freshman from Nigeria for Baylor. They want to push tempo. Bridges sails in, count the basket, and one.
Such a tough floater right here. In transition, takes the...
Teams have started a combined 1 for 7 from the field. How key will the glass be tonight on both sides?
It's huge, because when you look at it, Baylor plays 3 guards, and right there off the flex cut, West Virginia...
Next level stuff from Keontae George. Coach Drew told us that Keontae's getting better with his shot selection. Pops out for an open look from deep, and he nails it.
For Keontae George on you, you have to go convert that bucket.
Long rebound after George misses the 3. To the cutter, Mitchell, right down the boulevard, and he delivers. Dale Bonner's checked in for the Bears. Operates the point, misses the gimme. Rebound West Virginia. Johnson ahead of the pack. Scores it. Count the basket. And one. Started 2 for 6. West Virginia started 1 for 10.
Right now, this is where LJ Cryer has to be that guy. That's a great find. That's a great shot. Keontae George.
West Virginia can tie with a 3. They haven't hit one tonight. Wilson, teardrop. That's pretty.
Dropping back. They'll give up the bounce pass.
West Virginia's on a 10-3 run over the last 4.5 minutes. Cryer got it off the window. Tough shot from LJ Cryer.
The ball 5 times. You got to shoot the ball more, LJ Cryer, because you're that level of player. We know what you did last year, almost averaging 15. He has to be able to get more attempts up, and that right there.
Jump pass to Cryer. Stevenson annoying him out on the arc. Cryer, that's a dead eye from LJ.
You're fine going into the locker room.
Extra pass out to Stevenson. Lobs it over the top. Wagee with the finish around the rim.
Ability to shot create.
He's the only player in the Big 12 that's attempted more than 100 threes this season. He hit his first shot from in close, and he's continuing.
Now,
how does West Virginia attack it?
Right now you drive the gaps. There's a lot of open areas, the corners. Be able to get the ball to the corners. What you don't want to do is settle for 3s.
Tip in for Mitchell, it'll go.
Also, the offense.
Baylor. Flagler, he'll pull the trigger, and he'll knock it down. 40, struggling against this zone with the shot clock into single digits. 6 on the timer. Johnson loses control. He's in trouble. Toussaint throws it up. Wild shot. It'll drizzle in for Joe Toussaint. Tracks it down. Fetches the rebound for West Virginia. Wilson thought about it. Gives it up. Matthews Jr. He rips the cords. First 3 of...
You can see the difference.
Down to a 1-possession lead for Baylor. Flagler, runner, pops out. Bridges, power dribble. Follow is good.
It was too much for me. I've also had some bad games in here as well. #1 in the country, come back, they smack us about 30. Javon Carter, and oh my goodness.
Flagler.
We need
20 seconds between game and shot. 5-point lead for Baylor. Emmett Matthews Jr. tries to go baseline, shovels it to Wagi, and he's able to score.
That's a tough pass to make. You get doubled right there, find the open man. Great pass by Emmett Matthews.
Down to 6 seconds. George with 3. Keontae George, corner, follow away, hit it! Incredible shot from Keontae George.
It's just such a tough shot. You want to know why he's going to get drafted in the first round? It's because of plays like this. He just has a knack for scoring, and he does it at such a high level. This is a extremely tough shot right here. Go back to the zone. It gave them fits in the first half. We'll go back to it in the second half.
Baylor's in major foul trouble. Stevenson, his first 3 of the night, on target from
a shooter for you to be left that open.
Just picked up his second personal foul. Baseline jumper from L.J. Cryer knocks it in.
See how it pays off.
Thamba picked up his 3rd personal foul right before the half. George, head fake. Knocks it down, Keontae George.
George had the separation, the pump fake, because he bit on it because he was so open. Easy bucket.
Great cut by Emmett Matthews Jr. Collects his own miss, padding his stats with the offensive.
You are the guy on the team. You have to let some things go.
Foul was on the floor. George picking his spots. Puts it up and 1. Adrian Johnson tees it up. Off the heel. Mitchell. Back out front. Toussaint. He'll try his hand. He'll hit it.
Right.
George, 17-footer. Rolls across the rim, and Wilson took it away from Ojonwuna. Wilson, pull up in transition. Buckets. Wilson's 15. Flagler attacks. Kills his dribble. Finds Cryer. His rise and fire. Sputters in. There to obtain the miss for Baylor. Flagler trailing 3. It's in. Adam Flagler.
Are really, really good.
Mitchell banging with his defenders, sends it out. Toussaint knocks it in. Joe Toussaint hits it so far. Ojonwuna, handoff George. George looking to create. Throws up a runner, and it swirls home. Kid is oozing with confidence. He had pajama pants on at the shoot-around today. Up and under from Toussaint. Finger roll is good.
Oh, yeah, pajama pants.
As their first lead of the night.
This is when you rely. And that's a great pass.
With the hammer. The assist from George.
But Adam Flagler's a veteran. Won a national championship. He's been in these moments before.
Damba's the Bear with 4. Flagler knifing through, throws it up. They'll count it, +1. Lead for West Virginia. Baylor's back in their zone defense. Wilson, tough shot off balance, and he hits it anyway. You bet, Seth Wilson. West Virginia has a 3-point lead. They've made 6 of their last 10 threes after they started 0 for 10. Mitchell, 15-footer, he connects. Thamba out to Cryer. Cryer, his pass deflected. Bonner struggling with it. 4 to shoot. Cryer hoists it up, switches it in. Big-time bucket from.
To come to a jump stop and not run anybody over, because that's where you can pick up your 5th.
George takes it right at Bell and powers it down.
Pretty soon, because they need another scoring option, and he's been really, really good in the second half.
3 and change left. Stevenson, bullseye! Keontae George has a game-high 25. Pull-up. Buckets. Big time from Keontae. High 23 free throws. Flagler. Short. George saves it to Bridges. Count the basket, it's a goaltend. Toussaint against Flagler, who's got those 4 fouls. Gives it up. Back to Toussaint in the corner. And he scores with ease. Under a minute left. Career high coming in was 27. 48 seconds. Mountaineers have to hurry. Toussaint, turnaround, swishes it in. Back to a 4. Toussaint, under a half minute to go. Wilson pulls the trigger and knocks it in.
A 3-point game.
Flagler held and fouled by Toussaint. One was a prolific scorer in high school. Flagler. Yes. That one drips off. Here comes Toussaint. 4-point game. Toussaint floater is down. 2-point game. 12.2 to go.
Joe Toussaint has done a great job of controlling the tempo and controlling the pace for this West Virginia team. Is set up and to be aware, okay, let's foul in the situation.
George. Baylor by.
Happen as long as you don't foul the shooter, is the game goes into overtime.
New career high. Missed it. West Virginia with a chance to tie. Toussaint. Miss. 4 seconds. Flagler has it. And a quick foul with 2.7 will send Adam Flagler to the line. Up their first Big 12 win and their first true road win of the season. 5-point lead for the Bears. West Virginia falls to 0-4 in Big 12 play. Scott Drew has his first Big 12 win of the year.